I've been on a crusade for years now, and we had the commissioner of the NBA on, and I asked him about why are players allowed to carry the ball now more than ever?
It's a tough call to make, first of all. I think it may be that the rule needs to be changed because the way the rule is now written is that you can't put your hand under the ball, completely under the ball, or bring it to a pause. I think in some cases, if you really broke it down, the player's hand is actually on the side of the ball, not under the ball. And that crossover happens so quickly and there's no pause. I'm not sure if technically, I don't think palming is the word in our rule book, but I don't think, as you and I are describing it, that it's technically a violation. There's no doubt our officials miss it sometimes, but I know that plenty of fans, when I'm in the seats, will say to me, "Isn't that palming?" They're going like this.
Yes.
Now, our officials are looking for the pause, and they're looking to see. I think, clearly, if there's that so-called frozen moment, they should be calling it. But it is an area of attention.
You imagine if I got to sit next to the commissioner of the game? That's traveling right there. 3 seconds there. He's carrying the ball. Come on. But it is carrying. And I don't buy this. If you put your hand on the side of the ball, that's not carrying. I have to put it underneath. I can have my hand on the side of the ball and still have the ball hovering here. And it just gives you an unfair advantage there. Joe Dumars, former bad boy with the Pistons, now working in the NBA home office. And I asked him about this. Remember when carrying the ball was a turnover, Joe?
I do remember that. I do remember. I remember when 3 steps was traveling and carrying the ball was called. So Dan, you and I are the same era. So we saw some different things.
But what happens when they go, we're not going to call carrying? Was it John Stockton or Allen Iverson who may have started this?
I never thought about that. Damn, you're right. You know what? You may be right about that. I don't know, but I do know that it's a point of emphasis. That's for sure. Like internally, it's a point of emphasis about look, we have to enforce these rules. We cannot continue to allow this to get further and further away from us. And that's the real answer, Dan. It's like internally, it's like, hey, look, we got to start enforcing this because, you see it. Like if you have eyes, you see what's happening. You go, come on. Like we can't allow that to continue to go on.
Why are they starting to call it now? Why did they put out a memo just a couple of days ago? The season's already started. We're 2 weeks in, and now they put it out? Here's Steve Kerr of the Golden State Warriors.
They called 3 carries on Jordan. Did you know that was maybe going to be an emphasis going into the game, or what did you just think about that?
I guess there was an email that went out today, and honestly, I didn't check my email. I was shocked because basically the whole league does that. They've been doing it ever since Allen Iverson convinced the referees that it wasn't a carry. It is a carry. What Jordan does is a carry. But the whole league's been doing it. So I guess I got to start checking my email on game days.
Okay. Is it just a coincidence? They put out an email. We're 2 weeks into the season, and they're calling carrying. You're welcome.